Good morning. Hi, parents. Good morning. I'm feeling good today. And when I feel this way, it makes me want to say, good morning. I'm feeling good today. And when I feel this way, it makes me want to say, hooray! Okay, good morning, parents. I hope you're having a wonderful morning with your kiddos. Just popping on here to give you another quick tip about how you can interact with your kiddos musically throughout the day. So one idea that I had that came to me today was doing a little drawing activity, making some squiggles, and then following that with a finger or a pointer, and following it also with your voice. So if you had something like a large hill, you would then follow it. This is for you and your kiddos. Ooh. And then try it at different tempi or tempos, speeds. Ooh. Or maybe you would go up fast and down slow, or up slow and down fast, like a roller coaster. You could do some other shapes, like a squiggle line like this. This is one of my favorites, and my students love this one. Starting at the top. Woo! So doing a little art activity and incorporating that with your voice is going to help open up your voice. And don't be afraid. Have no fear. Fear not, parents. Your kiddos and you, this is a good time to be silly, have fun, and not be preoccupied about how you feel about your voice. And this actually might help you get into your head voice, where you have that higher, lighter, I always say kind of like a Mickey Mouse kind of tone as well. So maybe you'll do something like this, a diagonal or a zigzag. Woo! Or going up. Woo! It's so much fun. Another instrument idea that came to me for vocal exploration, that's what we're doing, is called a slide whistle. And I have one in my classroom, and I'm going to try to go and get it today so that I can demonstrate for you what it is. It's not too expensive if you want to order it online, and it's just a fun way for you to make a sound, and then your kiddo can echo it. And then you can sanitize it, give it to them. They can make the sound with the instrument, and you can make it with your voice. It's just opening up a whole lot of possibilities for kiddos. So let's do some other vocal exploration ideas. So I'm going to pretend that I have my slide whistle with me right now. And I'm going to go and do some sounds, and I want you to echo me at home. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Again, doing it a visual would be great for your kiddo to color, use different lines, different colors, and just then following that with their finger, thinking about speed, thinking about dynamics. Dynamics is how loud or soft you are as well. So maybe a certain color could be a certain dynamic. Maybe a certain color could be a different speed. And so just have fun and experiment and just play with vocal exploration. So I hope you enjoyed this short little tidbit lesson about how to be musical with your child through vocal exploration. If you have any questions, please shoot me a message. I love to hear from you. And also go ahead and take advantage of my freebie, which talks a lot about first steps in music and gives you a songbook for the infant and toddler curriculum. And to share some slides that I put together that show how you can explore vocally through art. So I'm gonna post a few of them here for you. Okay, here's the first one. So you can see I'm using a zigzag line. It's very thick and it's in a very bright color. So then you and your kiddo could talk about, well, what is that going to look like? What is that going to sound like? And then ask them the parameters that they want to use to create the sound. So maybe it would be loud because it's a thick line. And maybe you would start really low because it's also a very thick line. It might be heavy. So maybe it'd be a heavy sound. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. So there's my first example. I have 8 slides here. And I'll put these up on my feed as well. Here's one that's a little bit more angular. It's a thinner line. It's a green color. We see these very boxy shapes. So ask your child what they think. And then you can also put your 2 cents in too, and then create some really cool vocal exploration. Here's 2 different colors and then some extra little slashes in there, and talk with your kiddo about what that would be. Start at one point and follow the lines as much as you can. You can use these or just use these as inspiration for what you can create with your child. Again, here's more of like a hand painted one where you can see there is a little bit thicker in some areas and thinner in some other areas, and following these lines around and around, kind of like a roller coaster. This is one of my favorites that I did. So if I started high, I can start high, and then I can go and follow it down, and then I can do it reverse. Think about directional as well. So if I start at the high end and I follow along with my finger, maybe yours would sound different. And then we follow it up. Okay, moving right along. This one is a zigzag, but notice it has different colors. So talk with your kiddo about what they imagine that to mean, imagine that to be. We're using lots of imagination in our vocal exploration. This one is really fun because there's huge thick lines and then a really thin line. So again, maybe thinking about dynamics, thinking about how loud or soft you're going to use your voice here. And then finally, this one, again, multicolors and multiple different thicknesses of the line. So I hope you guys can use these as inspiration. I'll post them on my Instagram feed today. And thank you so much for tuning in on our lesson on vocal exploration, things that you can do at home with your kiddos that cost no money at all, that just rely on your creativity, your bravery and willingness to be silly and fun with your kiddo and just bond with them like no other, because this is an unprecedented time. So it calls for unprecedented love, affection, and musicality. Make this day a tuneful day. See you all later.